5 most disturbing things caught on home security camera footage. Imagine waking up at 3:30 a.m. and seeing this. In this video, let's take a look at 5 seriously disturbing videos captured by home security cameras. But be warned, these stories can be scary, especially the last one. Number 5. Jordan Baranskes, a resident of Chicago, realized that her purse went missing in July 2016. Her boyfriend, Jack McAture, believed she had left it in a nearby restaurant, which caused the two to argue briefly. Then the two looked through the security footage to try to figure out where they lost it. Rewinding to 3:30 a.m. on a Monday, they discovered something that relieved them but also terrified them both. The footage revealed a hooded intruder watching their home from the top of their stairs while they were sleeping on the couch in the main room. They owned 2 dogs who were peacefully sleeping at their feet and were unalarmed by the tenacious intruder's sneaky movements. In this footage, the man is seen standing still on the stairs as a Mr. Robot episode plays on the TV. He stood on the stairs for about 5 minutes the first time, went away, then came back and lingered over the couple again for another 5 minutes. The intruder is suspected to have committed further residential break-ins nearby. According to pictures shared by other residents, the same man has been seen riding a bicycle while looking for houses to rob. According to the terrified couple, they usually lock all of their doors before going to bed, but they had unintentionally dozed in front of the TV on this particular occasion. In the footage, the intruder is seen leaving the scene only as the TV credits begin to roll, as if he was enjoying a relaxed watching session. The intruder, known as Creeper Ghost, is still at large, and local investigators are looking into the case. In 2009, a man named Joe Cummings from Manhattan posted CCTV footage of his kitchen on YouTube. Joe installed cameras after realizing that food was disappearing from his house. He strategically set up cameras around his house to unravel the mystery, and he was shocked by what he saw. In this bizarre footage, a woman can be seen entering the kitchen through a little door near the ceiling. The woman slowly descends to the floor strangely by moving furniture and other objects. After urinating in Joe's sink, the strange woman opens his fridge and downs a carton in one large gulp. She appears to be watching TV while continuing to steal and eat food. The woman quickly disappears from view halfway through the footage when Joe, who was just woken up, enters the kitchen to get some food for himself. He leaves, and the strange woman reappears to eat more food. She climbs up on the table and eventually leaves the kitchen by the same entrance she used to get there. Another footage from the next morning shows Joe drinking from the same carton as his brazen intruder. Joe claims that the woman was homeless and has been hiding out in his apartment for at least a few weeks, living in the little space she crawled out of. Cummings saw the CCTV footage, called the police, and the woman was taken into custody. In Overland Park, Kansas, the home invasion of a 21-year-old Katie O'Connor was caught on a home security camera. Unfortunately, Katie was home when this happened and was being held hostage while the robbery was taking place. As you can see, a man is holding her in a headlock in the lower left corner of the screen as another man and woman steal her possessions. She was just watching helplessly. The three's initial entrance into the home, though, is more disturbing. Cheyenne Watts, the woman who was also a part of the robbery and was seen roaming around the house, turned out to be someone Katie had previously thought of as a close friend. They were friends and would even plan play dates for their kids. As a result, earlier that day, when Cheyenne approached Katie's door, she was unquestionably allowed inside. Katie had no idea this time. The woman had 2 men with her, and the 3 of them planned to hold her hostage in her own home as they robbed her. Eventually, The man who was putting Katie in a headlock would see a cord and believed it belonged to a camera in the house. Finally, the three found the camera and turned it away from them, but the entire incident was already being uploaded in real time to the cloud. Then, they heard arguing as they realized that there was nothing more they can do to prevent the footage from being stored on the off-site hard drive. When they finally unplugged the camera, it was too late. Even so, the three continued with the robbery, and in the end, they escaped with some tools, a safe, and the money Katie had set aside for tuition and rent. Fortunately, Katie was left unharmed. Police would later locate and arrest Cheyenne and one of the men, but they have not yet located the man who had Katie in a headlock. In April 2022, a couple in San Bernardino, California, captured something strange on a security camera installed in their bedroom. In the footage, a man can be seen who had recently broken into the house. The man moves around the room while the couple is sleeping close to him. He silently goes through some of their possessions while covering his face with some sort of cloth, but at times, he also just stares up straight at the couple as they are lying there. Later, a different camera in the living room would capture him. He ignores the couple's son and his night nurse who were also sleeping. He then unlocks the front door and goes outside, but the doorbell camera has captured him coming back a short while later. However, the night nurse had awakened by this time and had seen him approaching the door. Then he would just advise her to lock the door since leaving it open wasn't safe. She follows his advice without realizing that he had only recently broken into the house. Initially, the man entered the house through a slightly opened window. It was open to cool the medical equipment that was being used to help the couple's son in breathing. The couple first saw this footage when they reviewed their security cameras in the morning after realizing their wedding rings and some money were missing. Police have since located the man using DNA evidence. He is also under investigation for committing numerous similar crimes on other residences without security cameras. Before we get to number 1, please give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it if you want to see more videos like this. New York artist Adam Ellis has been updating his Twitter frequently since August 2017 to report on terrifying occurrences in his apartment. He is allegedly haunted by the ghost of a young boy with a deformed head who he initially saw in his dreams. Ellis reportedly got sleep paralysis the first time he saw the boy in a dream. He saw the child sitting on the rocking chair at the end of his bed. According to reports, the child's head had a big dent on one side. The boy then reportedly got up and walked over to him. He awoke screaming just as he was about to reach Ellis's bed. Ellis posted a drawing of the said ghost online to describe his dream. In a later dream, Ellis met a girl in a library who asked him, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?" The girl also told Ellis that Dear David manifests as a young boy at midnight. The girl claims that David only allows dreamers to ask the first 2 questions before killing them if they ask a third. Ellis's dreams persisted in many forms until appearing to merge with reality. The dreams temporarily stopped before Ellis moved into a new apartment. Then his cats started acting strangely, gathering at his front door at midnight for 4 nights in a row. They would keep staring at the door, as if something were on the other side during this time. During one of these nights, Ellis noticed movement through the peephole. His cats kept acting in the same strange way. Ellis then used the peephole to take a picture. This image captured a figure lurking near the stairs leading up to his apartment. To conduct more research, Ellis used a sleeping app to pick up suspicious noises. He discovered several hazy things, including static electric noises and other odd snapping sounds. Another day, Ellis awoke to the sound of his entire house shaking. As his fear grew, Ellis purchased a motion sensor camera to use while he was away from his residence. His cats were acting strangely in front of his camera, as though they were seeing invisible creatures meander and move around the apartment. In one of the videos, a cat could be seen standing on its hind legs and scanning the room. Another piece of footage shows a wall decoration slipping and falling from its position. Ellis's dreams started to come again and were scarier. In one dream, David climbed in Ellis's direction before confronting him. When he awoke, he checked his camera and saw what happened to be pictures of David, his head partially dented. Ellis then shot more unsettling pictures, which showed David in the apartment seated upright. He could also be seen staring up at the ceiling while standing over Ellis as he dozed off. In the final image of the series, David is depicted in an extreme close-up, with only his hair and the top of his head visible. Early in January 2018, Ellis experienced a new dream in which David fell from the ceiling onto his chest. Ellis keeps updating his Twitter with current events. Most recently, he noticed little tracks outside his apartment building in the snow. Wanna guess what's scarier than seeing a child with a deformed head in your dreams, and then in real photographs? Watch out for the next video.